Hi everyone, it's Paddy here from arithmetichub.com, thanking you for choosing this video, but reminding you that whilst this is one method to solve questions like this, it's not the only method. With that being said, let's explore this concept a little bit further.
Hi everyone, so today we're going to have a look at adding and subtracting decimals, okay? Now, when we are doing these, we need to set them up in the same way you would do with a column addition or a column subtraction, but there's added things to the method. So the first thing that it says to do is to line up your decimals, and if there isn't a decimal in the number, put one in there, because we know that 126 is the same as 100, so 126 is the same as 126.0 or 126.000 and as many zeros as you want. You just don't write that because it would take you forever. So put one in if there isn't one, because that's going to be really helpful when you're adding your decimals, okay? And then it also says write in your place value columns. That's going to be really helpful, okay? So let's have a look at what this would look like. Our first one is 4.2 add 13.6. So again, we're going to set it up just in a column addition sort of way. So 4.2 add 13.6. So we've lined the decimals up. The first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that the decimal is in the same place value column, okay? So I always start by doing the ones and the tens over here. Decimal gets its own place value column, and then we've got our tenths over here. And now we can add them up. But what's really important is you line that decimal place up in the answer as well. So you've got your decimal place in your place value columns, your decimal place in the two numbers that you're adding together, and your decimal place in your answer. Okay, now we start from the lowest place value column. So if we were doing it with whole numbers, we'd start from our ones. Here, our lowest value column is the tenths. So we're going to start from the tenths. So we've got 2 tenths add 6 tenths is going to give us 8 tenths. Decimal just stays the same. The ones column, 4 add 3 is going to give us 7, and the tenths column, 1 add nothing is going to give us 17. So our answer would be 17.8. This one is where this comes in, where it says put one in the number if there isn't one for the decimals, because we've got 15.43 at 126. So if we set this up over here, then we've got 15.43, let me just make that point a little bit clearer for everybody, add 126. Now, the problem would be if I start writing it in like this, 126, line of decimals up there like that, because we know that that's 1.26, so it doesn't work like that. 126 has 6 ones, 2 tens, and 100, which is why it's really handy to write in our place value columns. So we're going to do our ones, our tens, line the decimal point up, then we've got tenths and hundredths after the decimals. We need to remember to put those teeth in, don't we? Tenths and hundredths, not to be confused with tens and and hundreds over here, okay? So 126, well, 6 in the ones column, so we line that up. 2 is in the tens column, so we line that up. And then 1 is in the hundreds column, so now we need to add a hundreds column over here. We can put our zeros in over here, or we can leave it blank. It's up to you. I'm going to put them in just because I find that helpful. In our hundredths sense, we always start from our lowest value column. In our hundredths, 3 add 0 is going to give me 3. In our tenths, 4 add 0 is going to give me 4. Line the decimals up. You can put these in as soon as you've started the question if you find that's helpful, okay? Ones, 5 add 6 is going to give me 11. 1 down, carry the 1. Tens, 1 add 2 is going to give me 3. Add the 1 is going to give me 4. And hundreds is going to give me 1 add nothing is going to give me 1. Okay, let's move on to the subtractions now then, okay? So we've got 192.4 subtract 1.33. So again, we'll put our 192.4 and our 1.33. So 1.33, we've got 1 in the ones column, 3 in the tenths, and then 3 in the hundredths column. So let's put our place value columns in just to help us out. And the decimals up, line the decimals up. Okay, so we're starting from our ones. We've got 1 in the ones column, 3 in the tenths column, and 3 in the hundredths hundredths column, so I'm going to have to put in our hundredths column over here. And then we can subtract them. I'm going to put the 0 in here because that's going to be particularly helpful when we do subtractions, because now I can look at it and go, right, 0 take away 3, can I do it? If I don't have anything and someone asks for 3 of them, can I give them it? No, not at all. So we have to exchange from the tenths, don't we? The 4 becomes a 3, and then we carry the 1 to exchange it. So now we've got 10 take away 3. 10 take away 3 is going to give us 7. Then we move from our hundredths column to the next lowest place value column, which is our tenths. 3 take away 3 is going to give me 0. Line the decimal places up. Ones column, 2 take away 1 is going to give me 1. Tens column, 9 take away nothing is going to give me 9. Hundreds column, 1 take away nothing is going to give me 1 there like that. And again, we've got 783.74 take away 38. So we started where we had numbers in the tenths, or okay, I'm really hoping that cut works because I completely messed the explanation of this up. So let's try that again. 783.74 take away 38. So we've got, let's put our place value columns in first. So we've got 783.74. Okay, line the decimals up. Okay, and then line the decimals up over here. And then we've got our ones, tens, hundreds. The other side of the decimal, we've got our tenths and our hundredths. Okay, but the number that we are taking away, we're taking away 38. And that doesn't have any decimal place, does it? So again, same as what we did over here, we can just put 38. 8 is in our ones column, 3 is in our tens column, and then we can add our zeros back in over here, can't we? Okay? So we start off in the lowest place value column to start our subtraction. 4 take away 0 is going to be 4, 7 take away 0 is going to be 7, line the decimals up. 3 take away 8 we can't do, so we need to exchange. The 8 becomes a 7, and we exchange to make it 13. 13 take away 8 is going to give me 5. 7 take away 3 is going to give me 4. And 7 take away nothing is going to give me 7. Okay? Great.
If you found this video useful, then I would massively appreciate you liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you want to explore more methods or practice using the method we've looked at here, why not check out the teacher videos at arithmetichub.com. Arithmetic Hub has videos just like this on different methods, specifically targeting areas needed in Key Stage 2. There you can practice one particular skill, or generate your own sets of calculations designed to challenge your understanding of all the topics covered in Years 3 to 6.